Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Such a Wild, a.k.a. Coach Bird, and I'm the host of the BYRDCAGE show.
What's up?
We are back at it, episode 123. This is going to be a special one right here. Wow. Boy, we've been trying to get this guy on here, I think, since we started. I think I've been asking him since we was in the single digits of the show. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, man, good things come to those that wait. You know what I'm saying? So we are here, and we are at it. Before we get started, we got to shout out our good friend. You know what I'm saying? We might have to get Kurt on here one day. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
See what he talking about.
No.
Not yet. Nah.
No, you know he don't like talking. Then he get that mumbling and stuttering. I mean, I love my bro, but the pressure here is. Pressure.
Well, I'm going to give him a shout out. My man got this tumbler for me, the BYRDCAGE joint, and it has a Bluetooth speaker on the bottom. So it actually plays, plays music, whatever you wanted to do, connects to your Bluetooth. And so I'm going to rock out, drink my little, just water.
That's fire, though.
Shout out to Kirk. Thank you.
We'll put his the web information up. So if you guys want to place
one,
an order,
yeah, because you can get whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? You can get whatever you want. Nice little gift. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Today in the cage, sitting on the couch. You know what I'm saying? This is. I mean, it's always great when you see former students, you know what I'm saying, doing their thing and being successful and hustling and grinding and all that good stuff. Not only is he a graduate, which you'll talk about, but he also played for me when I was the basketball coach there at Pennsauken. So me and this guy got a special relationship.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm saying sure. Got a special relationship. I know a lot of you guys out there know him. You know what I'm saying. Some don't know him. Even if you do know him, you're going to get to know a little bit more about him and what he's been up to and what he's doing, you know what I'm saying? But we just want to thank you for coming through, you know what I'm saying? And my guy Ross Richards is here in the BYRDCAGE with us today.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Welcome.
Definitely, for sure. Cousin Tracy. Big man, thank you. I'm honored. I've been watching from a distance, so I'm grateful. I'm grateful, really grateful to be here. Thank you for
definitely
making this time,
that,
man.
You know what I'm saying? So let's get right into it. Let's talk about the beginnings of Ross, where you're from and all that good stuff.
Right.
Know,
yeah, for sure, man. So Pennsauken kid, Pennsauken baby at heart, man. Born and raised, never really left. Of course, moved to Camden for some time, but, Pennsauken, New Jersey, all the way through, man.
There we go.
All the way through, yes, sir.
What year did you come out of Pennsauken High School?
So I graduated Pennsauken High in 2009.
2009.
Yeah, very special class. So
a lot going on in that. You know what I'm saying?
We had a very eclectic class.
That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Now, at that time in Pennsauken, you're in high school and the whole nine. What were you thinking? Especially as getting close to graduation, like trying to figure out what I want to do. Like, is it like I'm going to college or I'm not for college? Like, what was your thoughts?
So like, it's crazy, man. My thought process really was like, naturally it was college, but I was never like connected to it, like in my heart. You know what I mean? Right. It was just that's what I was told to do. Like my mom, she definitely was pushing for it. And my mom went to college. And she stopped right before she got her master's. Okay. So that was always something there that I kind of like wanted to do for her, like at least complete. But yeah, so that was really my mindset. Like, I love basketball, and kind of just stopped with that after high school. But my mindset was just to, go to college, graduate, and I went to my major was child psychology. Okay. So child psychology and sign language. So and I picked up that from my mom as well. Gotcha. So that was like my mindset then. I was like, this is what I'm going to do. But it was just because it made sense. But I wasn't really like deeply connected to it. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
What school did you go to?
I went to Camden County.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
That's what's up.
They have a good sign language program.
Yeah.
Really good sign language program. Your mom signed or?
Yeah, she did.
Okay. Is she by any chance deaf or she just learned to sign?
Oh no, she just learned. Yeah, she just learned to sign. Yep.
That's what's up.
Yeah. And real quick, young people, sign language is considered your second language, another language. You can take it like taking Spanish, or then you can take sign language as your second language, and it's a good job tool.
Because I was going to say, I have a deaf girl in one of my classes. You know what I'm saying? She has an interpreter and all that, but they actually have a club.
In the school now?
At the school now.
That's fire.
Sign
so
language club.
Now.
Yeah, it is.
Yo, oh my God, it's advanced.
Just from when you was there up until now, you know what I mean. It's just so much added.
Yo,
it's just
with
all the CTE programs. And it's needed. It's needed though, because like you were just saying,
that would have changed a lot.
Like college ain't for everybody. So now if you get into like the cosmetology program, you graduate with your certificate, your license. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Same thing with all the other fields, automotive and all that type stuff. So yeah, you got the junior ROTC thing going on in there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of kids, you know, taking that military route or whatever, but they get a taste of it in high school. You know what I'm saying? To see if that's what they really want to do.
That's
you feel me? Yeah. So shout out to Pensauga High. You know what I'm saying? Not just saying that because I work there.
Right. That's a fact.
But I mean, they you know,
I mean, I think all administrations throughout the country are starting to realize there's a school out there for everybody, but everybody ain't for school.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we still need those old trades. We still need them. We still need builders. We still need welders. We still need carpenters. Right. You know what I mean? And I remember saying to somebody one time, like, everybody wasn't put here to be a millionaire.
True.
But that don't mean they don't have a millionaire hustle.
Yeah.
True.
You know what I mean? And one of the young boys put up that one of them contractors last week was making like $15,000 a week in New York, building some type of building.
Absolutely.
I could cash that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I can do a little something with that.
Facts,
even if it's only for 6 weeks. That's a lot of bread.
That set me up for the year.
That is definitely true. One thing I didn't mention that I wanted to mention, I'm going to mention it now, you know what I'm saying? And he's going to talk about all these things, just like, yo, this guy over here that you're looking at, like entrepreneur spirit, hustler, you know what I'm saying? He has his grip on a whole bunch of clothing lines, photographer. I mean, it's just, I can just run it down, and we're going to talk about each and every one of them, you know what I mean? But that's just good to see, especially because, you know, we always say we got to pass the torch to somebody. You know what I'm saying? The torch was passed to us. Now we need to pass the torch to someone. Facts. And I think this guy right here is going to be one of those guys that's going to be able to pass the torch to the younger generation under him, and because he's doing a great job. I've been following him for forever. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he played for me. But I've seen his growth. You know what I'm saying? I've seen his growth. And one of the things that I want to ask you about, talk to you about is the fitness guru over here. You know what I'm saying? This guy, we worked out a couple times together. Sure, you know what I'm saying? He had me, when I lost 100 pounds the first time, he had me with the Herbalife. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So what made you want to get into fitness at that time?
Yeah, man. Trying to make your team. That's what it started. That's where it started, though, for real. After high school, so I got into nutrition coaching at the time, I think 21 or 22. But yeah, man, it was after high school, and you know how it is. You still hooping, you still balling, and I fractured my ankle one time. So, but I just was like mad depressed, like, because this was the first time, like, I had nothing else to do. Right. I was just staying in my basement, young boy, and I just was like angry that I got injured, and I'm like, I'm going to gain all this weight. That was my mindset. Like, I had to gain weight because I couldn't work out.
Gotcha.
But I was ignorant. I didn't really know about health and nutrition and how much that plays a part in your fitness. So I was like, man, I vow when I get healthy, I'm never taking my health for granted again, you know. And that was the beginning of that. So I just was looking for healthy ways to get, natural ways to get healthy, right? Found out about nutrition and fitness together, and how that works. So I just really dove into that, and I knew that just makes me a better person, all the way around, right? Like, the healthier I am, the better I am, the better I'll be just as a man, period. So that's what made me dive into it. And then, you know, being an athlete, already had that, like, that spirit that likes to be pushed. Exactly. So I was like, I'm familiar with this, but now I want to, like, take my body and mind to a different level. So that's really where that started from.
Now, and how'd you get into the Herbalife situation?
Yeah.
Like,
so I was literally just looking for like I said, all natural options. You know, like over here in America, it's a lot of processed food.
True.
They killing us technically, to be honest. And so, and my family, we from Jamaica, so it's like, man, I remember I was in my yard. I'm just like, man, I want to live like that, like how we used to live.
Right,
like,
right.
My grandma grew up just picking mangoes off the tree in her backyard, right? Like get-ups and all that. So I'm like, man, I need natural, healthy options. So I researched some things and they kept popping up. I'm like, okay, cool. And then about like 2 months after I did that research, my brother Marcus Valentine, shout out Marcus Valentine, he reached out to me like, yo, bro, this is what I'm doing. I watched him lose all this weight. I'm like, Marcus, I don't know how he's doing it, but I'm happy for him. He finally reached out to me, let me know, yo, bro, I've been doing the Herbalife nutrition thing. And outside of getting healthy, bro, there's an amazing opportunity for us too. And that's what started it. So shout out my brother Marcus Valentine.
That's what's up. That's what's up. What's he doing now? He's
so Mark and Mark and Dime, shout out to his wife. They're huge, man. They're huge influencers, and that's what they do full time now. So they basically like partner with brands, share their platform. I think I don't even know. I think they're over 200,000 followers.
Oh wow.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, the Valentines, the Victorious Valentines.
Yeah, his wife battled cancer.
Yes,
she used to play basketball at Camden High.
Yes.
Poochie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Queen Poochie.
So she battled breast cancer at 32, maybe she got diagnosed, 32. And she might have been 30. She did her journey.
Yeah, I think.
Because she was real young, so
Absolutely.
They're real good. They're nice,
so they're huge. They've been all over
couple,
Ellen, everything.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. I remember I think I went to you and Marcus and had me out in PA somewhere, like near the airport.
For like one of the events.
Yep.
Fire.
Yeah. One of the events. That's
Absolutely.
That's what. Now you still mess with it or?
Yeah. So I still take the products and everything. I'm just not like business building.
With it. Okay.
Yeah, but I definitely, I still love the products and dabble with it. So.
That's what's up. That's definitely
shout out to Herbalife Nutrition.
Definitely. This entrepreneurial spirit that you have. You know what I'm saying? Like, where did that start? Like, where did it come from? and like, what was your first venture?
Right. Like, so, I guess my first official venture was the Herbalife journey.
Okay.
So, I did that for 9 years, building a team nationwide. That was amazing. So that was like, I guess you could call the official one.
Right.
But my first, I guess I just always had it. Like, I just always had it because my first time really like hustling and making some money was in high school, and I was selling socks to the track team.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you remember back then, but it was like
I do. That's what he said.
It was like them cartoon socks, like
that's right.
And my boy, my guy Mike Douglas' dad had like a box in the attic, and we found like hundreds of socks, and I'm like, oh, they cool, like SpongeBob.
Right. Yeah. I remember that.
And I remember that little phase. We can sell these.
I remember that phase.
Question: how much did you sell them for?
$1.
Hey,
and y'all found them.
Yeah, got them for free.
You can have $1 each.
That's 100% profit.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I'm like, nah, $1. Boom. At least for the first 2 weeks. Then we like, it's up now.
You're right.
Today's price.
But that was the first time I think we made like $300, and I was like, this is crazy. Like, I'm just doing what I love to do. Talk to y'all, yo, what's up? I got this for you.
I got this for you.
Oh, okay. And some young people don't be washing their socks. They need them on demand.
Right.
Oh man, I forgot my socks home. Well, I got them get done.
Oh, it was his players, man. Football and track team. I knew them all because I knew everybody in the school. I played basketball, so we all close and connected. So yeah, man. I was a sophomore when I did that. But I remember that being a moment for me. Like, this is fun.
Right, this is
okay. Yeah, I never sold anything like that.
Right.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
Absolutely.
Now, with the clothing line, how did the fashion come into play?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like where was that from?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
that was just me realizing I've always loved clothes. I've always loved fashion. I always took it as a way to just express myself. But I never thought about it like that. And it came from like after high school, I started like altering my friends' clothes.
Okay.
When we would like, we about to go out,
right.
Philly or something,
Okay.
nightlife. We're young, so
Right.
we're finally allowed to like hit the club and stuff. But I just naturally would like do things to my jeans, and then my homies be like, "Yo, can you do that for me?" Like distress them, fray the bottoms.
Right.
My grandmother though, she sews, so she sewed.
Okay.
So I watch her sewing all my life. So
Right.
which is I know how to sew as well. So like even my prom, both my prom outfits, she did both of those.
Gotcha.
Right. So I'm used to that. That definitely, I got a lot of that inspiration and creativity from her. And then what catapulted it, I guess the origin of it was, you brought up Herbalife. I started making hats for Herbalife because they were big on like us wearing the brand.
Right.
So I was like, all right, I kind of want to wear something that's like stylish,
right.
Our age, we a little bit younger. So then the corporate team that they were making things, so I started making it, and what actually happened is like someone reached out to me from my team, like a mentor, and they were just like, yo, you can't really do that. Granted, I could because other people were doing it. But
Right.
That kind of like, I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna do my own thing now.
Gotcha.
And it took time because I had to find what my brand was going to be, but I knew I had some creativity and ideas on just clothing, and so that's really what started that. The no from Herbalife pushed me into building my own brand.
Right.
And so yeah, man. So I was just like, once I find a brand, and I know what it's going to be, then I could go full head of steam.
Gotcha. Now, what was the before we talk about Die Empty? What was the first? Was you just Rich Fit Media at that? When
the first like brand, I was doing like headbands during the pandemic.
Right.
I was just like, I had, it was a pandemic, so we all were just like just struggling in every way,
trying to figure it out.
Yeah. So, but one of my ways of figuring it out was just like trying to stay healthy. Right. So I was running a lot, and I bought like the Nike headbands that you could tie, like, almost like the Ninja Jones, and I would post it just like my daily run with it on, and two of my homies posted it, and they had the Nike headband, but they tagged me and they were like, I'm on my Rich Fit Media flow, like with the headband, because they saw me,
gotcha.
And that hit me like they bought that. They paid Nike because they saw me wearing it.
Saw you wearing it, right.
I was like, nah. I was like, I can make my own. And so I started the Rich Fit Media headbands, and I started with from there. So they were like $20 headbands, and they just started like they started selling out. I think I made like $400 in a week, and I was just like, once again, like, I keep having this moment. It's like, man, you need to really lean into it.
Right.
And so I just was branding my Instagram tag, Rich Fit Media, which is my brand. And then after that, that's when Die Empty came about.
Got you. Yeah. So let's talk about that, because I see that all over the place now. You know what I'm saying? I definitely need a hoodie.
Got you.
Cousin Tracy need one too. A t-shirt, something. It might be t-shirt.
I seen the bucket.
And I need the bucket too. I want the bucket.
Yeah. I seen the bucket.
So we good.
See, here's the thing. Because listen, I was going to hit you back yesterday and was like, yo, I guess usually come bearing gifts. I hope the young boy think that the old lady need a bucket. Summer coming.
No, absolutely.
Now, so how did you come up with Die Empty? Like, what is the meaning behind that?
Yeah, so that was so like I said, during the pandemic, I started with the Rich Fit Media merchandise, and it started growing. But I knew like that was just me branding my name. That wasn't like a brand, specifically as a clothing brand. And but it came as an answer for real. I was lost pandemic time. And I really was just praying to God about what's next, because during that time I was leaving. I knew like my time with the Herbalife and nutrition coaching was expiring. I knew that wasn't it for me anymore. Right. And so I was just like, I don't know what's next for me. Like, I don't know what to do. So that was like my prayer for a long time. And long story short, that was just the answer God gave me. Like, son, I need you to die empty. And in that pursuit of you dying empty, you're going to find where I need you to be. And so that just represent like just living your life to the fullest, not taking anything to the grave, right?
Gotcha.
Like living a courageous life so you can become who you're supposed to be. And 'cause I know a lot of people, they don't do, like, this is a perfect example, right? Like people know you as being a coach. Some people know you as being a teacher, right? But no one saw this coming, right?
True,
and you could have had this, but there's a lot of people like in your position where they would have just stayed there because they were scared to do this.
Right.
I know you might have had some thoughts and ideas, right? As a creative and an entrepreneur and a visionary, you know what that feels like, where it's like, man, that doubt is always there. For
always.
People might not watch, but you ignore that, you stay courageous, and then you remember like, nah, I know who I am, and I know I have this vision for a reason.
Nah, true.
Let me
That's
go forward
true.
with it.
That's true.
That's really what Die Empty is for me.
True.
Like pushing people to that next level to do that next thing that they feel.
Because remember when not this is upgrade. And all that.
Yeah.
But when I first got the stuff we needed, remember we didn't start right away.
Right.
Like I was kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. But my man Antoine, shouts out to him, you know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, what's up? You got the stuff? What you doing?
Yeah, let's go. Let's play.
And it was crazy because I was thinking about doing a mental health podcast. And he was thinking about this, but we never talked to each other. He kept this under his head, and I kept my thing under head. So then he was like, cuz, I think I'm going to start a podcast. I want you to come on. I was like, yeah, I was thinking about doing one too. So then collectively, when we started this one, there's no need to reinvent the wheel. Yeah. So we just collaborate on everything and bring all of it together. Here together.
So that's how you know something was supposed to happen.
Right, it was supposed to happen. Yeah, it was
both had this.
Organically. It was organic. It was real organic, and it came,
Definitely.
Came to fruition that way. And I enjoy it.
Yeah,
it brings
we have a good time.
Plus, it brings something different out of him. Like a lot of people don't know this side of Coach Bird.
Yeah, for sure.
That's true. But yeah, that doubt is and that brings us right into the like what's some of the, I'm pretty sure that'll be one of them, some of the obstacles you had to overcome with all this entrepreneurial shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure fear was there. You know
right. Yeah, fear, all of that. I think mainly just myself, like, just, like you said, the internal challenges. I didn't really come up with like a lot of external ones, to be honest, but just like, it's just conquering ourselves. I know that's cliche, but it's the truth. Being an entrepreneur and a family man, that was very challenging, right? Like dealing with that balance, being a father while you're still in the startup phase, right? Like, as a father, you got to provide regardless, you know? So just managing those things, trying to figure it out and making sure that's not a reason why I stop, right? And give up, like, well, I got it. Like, nah, regardless, you have the seed planted in you. You got to go forward with these things. And you just got to figure it out, bro, like other people have. So those were like just my challenges and what grew me and really like helped me like endure. Like, so I just had to endure until it happens, you know?
Yeah, true.
You just endure until the moment happens and then like you start making shifts. So that was really it, man, and that's what built me.
You gotta stand until get a crack in the door. Once you can get a crack in the door, listen, gotta push on through.
Yeah.
That's facts. Now you brought it up. How is being a father? You know what I'm saying? Because I know. When I had my first, it's big, you know what I'm saying? It's a big change. You know what I'm saying?
That's the man concept of being a parent. Because with a woman, we ain't got no choice.
Yeah, well, y'all
we
don't.
Gotta figure it out from the first cramp,
from
the first contraction. Shit. It done just got real.
It just got real.
Listen, I just told real quick before you answer the question, young lady, my niece.
It just got real.
My niece just had a baby. Shout out to Janae Smith and Baby B. Just had a baby. And I told her today, I said, how you doing? She good. I said, well, this is where the real work starts.
Yeah.
Ain't no manual. It's no manual. There's no manual. And every kid is different.
For real.
It's no manual. So life be life when you a parent.
For sure.
Yeah, so how's that been for you? How old is she now?
She's 7. She'll be 8 next month.
Yeah. You in the second phase.
Yeah, for sure.
Because the first phase is up to 5, and then 5 to 12 is the second phase, and then 13 and then the adulthood. So you in the second phase. Yeah, you good.
I feel a little good now.
Now,
she like in second grade, right? Third grade.
Well, going in the second.
Look at that.
Yeah. So how is fatherhood? How did it change you? What was your experience like?
Yeah, man, it was crazy, man. My experience was, it's been beautiful overall. To be honest, like it really has been beautiful. It's kind of what I thought it was going to be. I knew it was going to grow me. I knew it was going to make me better. And then I was blessed. Like I have a little girl, so I was raised by 4 women, so that was a big blessing and advantage for me with raising her. So in a way, I definitely feel like I was called to be a girl dad. I was called to be a father. My father was absent, me growing up, so I was always that kid that was like, when I do have a child, I'm gonna be the best father.
So having a little girl is humble you, don't it?
Yeah, for sure.
It is in so many ways. On up.
In so many ways.
And they always say, back in the old people used to say, it take a real man to raise a girl. It takes a real man to raise a girl. And having a daughter will soften a man up quick.
For sure. No, absolutely, man. I deal with her every day, man. She's 7, so she got this new attitude. Just like She thinks she my age now. This is crazy. I gotta get. We be going at it, man. I gotta get right with her.
And some of the stuff that come out the mouth, right?
It'd be crazy. I'm like, yo, I'm dad. I'm not.
Right.
She get a little cool and she get relaxed. Nah, I'm dad still. But it's been amazing, man. It's the greatest blessing I have. Greatest blessing I have. And even with that, like I was scared, terrified, but it was just like endure.
Right.
People with less have made it and been amazing parents, so you'll be all right. Like I was scared, you know how it is.
Yeah.
But because and if you can't take anything away from today, just know I'm telling you this.
Yeah.
The best part of being a parent and the most important part about being a parent has nothing to do with finances. Finances make it easy, but the best part of being a parent is the conversation, is the time, and is you being the support that she needs from here on out. Because it doesn't change. Yeah. So just know, and I think a lot of people get it confused, that being a parent requires a whole lot of money. It does require money, but it requires more support, understanding, and caring. You know what I mean? And that's the most important part of being a parent, because some of the lessons you go through with your child is lessons for you as a parent. Yeah. So
True.
That's amazing. Like that part of parenting is amazing.
That's definitely true.
No, absolutely. Thank you.
That's what's up.
Absolutely. Yeah, I realized that kind of early on too, like her first 2 years, right? Like, and I was just like, I thought it was like, I feel like people overhype it, like they make it seem like it was like she's not expensive, like, you know what I mean? Like, and even now, because she's a little bit older, like gymnastics, but even now, still like it does it, and people talk about it, like, and it's a fear-based conversation. That's really what it is. It's
it's about patience too. Being a parent is all about having patience.
Yeah.
From the
you're just giving up some of your time,
right?
A lot of your time, but it's okay.
She said all of my time.
Yeah, all of my time.
All of my time.
It's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Especially when you can't sleep. Oh my God.
Oh man, that's what's up.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, my guy does a lot of things. You know what I'm saying, and successfully, not just does a lot of things, but does a lot of things well. You know what I'm saying?
It means a lot.
The photography part of this, like, you know what I'm saying. You always got the camera. You know what I'm saying. I'm seeing your shots. You shooting events. You know what I'm saying. Yeah. Jalen Brunson and Dave Bad Boy working out, and I'm seeing you all over the place with the camera. You know what I'm saying? How did that start?
Yeah, man. So that it was just a perfect marriage, man. So that started because when I was making the clothes for Herbalife, I was like, all right, we knew they pushed that social media was such a huge and powerful tool. So I was like, worse. I was like, once I started making these hats, I was like, when I post them, I want them to look good. Okay. I want my product to look good. Right. And so I had a photo shoot with my brother Theo. Shout out Theo Robinson. So my brother Theo came over. We did a photo shoot, my first photo shoot. And I was like, yo, this is fun, just being in front of the camera. Okay. I was like, this is my first time being in front of the camera. This is dope. And he left the camera, like in a rush. And I took some shots, and I was like, oh, I think I could do this. So I bought one, because I'm like, I can't afford a photo shoot every time. Right. So I'm like, let me buy my own camera. I can learn. And then it kind of clicked that, like, I've always been a photographer. Like, I'm the person, when we out and about, I'm always capturing the moments, and then the next day I drop it in the group chat. Like, that's just naturally me. Like, they always know I'm going to capture the time. Right. So when I bought the camera, I just started doing that. I would take pictures of my product, but more so take pictures of everything. Like, I love photos. So that's where that started. And then it got real. Like, I got in 2018. And so I was just taking photos of everything that I saw and everything that I did. And then I got a call one day from Mike, actually. He just basically was like, yo, bro. The photos you've been posting, you took those? And I'm like, yeah. And he was like, oh, all right, bet. And he was just like, all right, that's it. I'm like, what? Okay. And then 3 months later, he called me. I'll never forget, I was in the park working out, and he called me again. He's like, yo, bro. I'm like, what's up, bro? Like, this is when he's playing, so we not talking as much. He's in season. And I'm like, what's up, man? And he's like, you the pictures you just posted, you took those too? I'm like, yeah, bro. He's like, all right, yo, I want to hire you. And that was the beginning. Like, so shout out to my brother, because that gave me, like, the confidence. Okay. You know, like, oh, like I can do this. That could be something. They must look halfway decent. Right. If he wants him on his page, you know, that was the start of it for me, man.
That's what's up. Where did that relationship come about?
Yeah, man. So me and Mike, we got close. high school.
And for those that don't know, we're talking about Michael Kidd,
right? Yeah,
Gilchrist,
so
former NBA player. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So shout out Michael Kidd Gilchrist, 9-year NBA veteran, South Jersey legend, Jersey legend for real. Had an amazing career from high school all the way through. But yeah, man. So me and Gil got close. You know, all of our friends,
Right? Yeah.
friends and family,
The whole squad.
So yeah, exactly. But mainly, I met Gil through my friend Jerron Hayes.
Okay.
So that's Gil's cousin.
Okay.
So that was the first time I really met Mike personally. But of course, we all knew each other through basketball and the South Jersey connection. But you know, Aaron Bird as well, and Marcus Jones, and, you know, the whole team, Duty, Starge, everybody. So yeah, man. But me
Frankie.
and Gil, right? Frankie, yes, sir. But yeah, man. So we got close. Really like my high school years, his middle school, while he was approaching.
Okay.
And yeah, man. It kind of like, you know, he was the younger kid, right? But he was the next one up and the best one up, right? So, but we just kind of like made sure he was always good. So we really got close by. It was just like, bro just knew like, yo, I could trust him because he's constantly looking out for me type thing. So we like, yeah, man, you younger, right? Like you're around, he would come have it with us from time to time at Pennsauken, right? When he wants to step away. And we just really, you know, we just started growing the bond from there. You know what I mean? I knew he had a unique path, so it was just like, got to make sure he's all right. You know, we're not living. The rest of us don't have that walk like that. So it's just like the least we could do is make sure he's always okay and taken care of.
Got you. Now, I know you were saying at that time he hired you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
now,
this in 2018.
What is it that you do now in 2024? Because I see y'all, you know, I see the posts and y'all always together.
Yeah.
And I know he has a platform that that he's working on and whatnot.
Absolutely.
So yeah, what's that like now?
Yeah. So now, so like I said, so in 2018 he like I said, that was just for like a quick job. It wasn't like a full on job. It's just like, yo, we got a trip. Could you shoot the photos for?
Okay.
So that's when it started. But I didn't really get hired officially like full time like how we are now. It's yeah, man, until really like last year. Last year. But so what I do is overall for Mike, I do creative direction. So anything media based for his personal brand on his social medias, and the nonprofit, which is Changing Impact. So it's called Changing Impact, and it focuses on bringing awareness, resources, and health coverage to the stuttering community. So Michael is someone who stutters, right? He's a person who stutters, and that's been something that he's toured with all his life, and that's a huge part of who he is. And but he knows the challenges that come with it. He faced immense challenges like just being confident and not wanting to speak, especially having to do press conferences after games or the day before he got drafted. All he was thinking about was, I got to talk and I kind of don't want to. Things like that. So during the NBA bubble, the pandemic, that's when he really realized that he found out that like it's not covered through health insurance for therapy sessions for those who stutter. Unlike like autism or any other like special needs, where they're kind of covered, the stuttering community has kind of been like hidden. No one's really spoken up about it. And when people are successful that stutter, they kind of say, I used to, but now I made it. He's like, no, I still stutter, and you can be successful with a stutter. And so he kind of took that head on, and he called me during the pandemic, and he was like, hey, bro, this is my vision, and this is what I want to lean into. Would you want to rock with me on this? Like, this is what I see, and I think it could be amazing. I'm like, I'm in, bro. Like, let's do it.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it's a young man from Summerdale, young kid.
Yeah.
Started he was like 10, started a foundation called Let Me Finish. And I think his mom and Mike's mom are friends. And Mike, when Mike was doing his NBA Cares hours or whatever that is, he was kind of like showing up to different events. But this little boy actually used to go to a camp every year. Where the whole community stutters. Right. Even the man that is I forget the name of the camp. I'll get it when we post the thing. But even the man that started the camp, the CEO, he stutters. So like he's doing like the welcoming the families, because they have like family day on a Sunday. The camp is like 2 weeks. It was like in North Carolina. Then they had one up in PA, and he's talking about growing up stuttering and how he wanted to do stuff. Camp Our Time. That's the name of the camp. Camp Our Time, and he talks about creating the space for kids to feel safe and to be understood.
Right.
And my the young man, really good young man that I know his whole life, we would go out to restaurants, and the waitress cuts him off. So now, as a family member of a child who has a severe stutter issue, you have to be like, let him finish.
Yeah,
right.
And that's why he came up with his "let me finish."
That's fine.
Because I'm gonna get it done if you just give me
let me finish.
So I would tell, like one day we were at his sister went to, they all live in Atlanta now. So him and his sister went to Clark with my daughter. So we went to Waffle House, and he's trying to order eggs, waffles, and bacon, and he's like stuck.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, you want eggs?" I was like, "Whoa." He ain't gonna tell you what he wants. Just no rush. Give him time. So stuttering is and they said the hardest thing for people that stutter to say is their name.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I remember him turning 17, and his mom was fearful that for him to get licensed. But they got a card for kids that stutter. So when you give their license to the police officer, it's a card that says I stutter. Like they're not being smart to the cop or anything.
Right,
so yeah, he has like a card. So he drives and everything. But
True.
Yeah, so.
But I didn't know how. Because growing up, nobody talked about stuttering. We knew kids that stuttered when we grew up in our age bracket.
Yeah,
but it
true.
was
never
like,
you didn't talk about.
Like you said, it puts aside.
Right. It's just like they just stutter.
He stuttered like, yo, like, and then you would finish stuff for him when we was kids, you know?
Because you're thinking you're helping them when you do that.
But you're not.
But I had to learn that, and I'm glad, like, because Mike never voiced that. And even, like, it wasn't until he called me in 2020 that I really realized, like, bro has a stutter.
Right.
I just, in my mind, I'm just like, bro takes his time. When he talk. Like, he just takes his time. But he's like, nah, bro. Like, I have a stutter. And I'm like,
and the stammer, they got stutter and stammers. Like, I learned the difference, and it's crazy because a cop that I work with stuttered real bad. He was a lieutenant. And we used to be a roll call, like... But nobody ever. He would even say, "I'm great. I'm getting it out. Just give me a chance.
Give me a second.
Yeah,
give me a
sure.
second. You know what I'm saying? Just give me a second.
For sure.
Now I know your spirituality is very important to you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's just something that your parents instilled in you, or that you just had to figure it out on your own later in life, or how did that come about? Because I know your faith is strong.
Absolutely, man. Man. So that's definitely a testament to my family. Like my family is very spiritual, heavy believers, all believers in Christ. So my household was heavy with that. My grandmother was a deaconess. My mom very strong. My aunt, all of them. So that definitely. I'm so grateful for that I got to just grow up watching that. And the beautiful thing is they never pushed it on me. Like they never said you have to, like, they just told me the truth. Right. This is the truth, right? This is our Heavenly Father. This is, but even like a big thing I remember was when my mom stopped making me go to church. Okay. So now it's like, I think once I got to high school, like 13, and it was just like one day, I just being a kid, I'm like, I don't want to go today. And I remember she was like, you don't got to go. I was like, I said, what? She was like, nah, you don't gotta go. And I never realized what she did until like I was an adult. Like, and that was heavy. Like she already knew. Like the seed has been planted. Our job is done. This is you should want to be there. And if you don't want to, it's your walk. Right. But yeah, so that's definitely family. But really just seeking my own relationship. I always was just curious about life. A big part of even the name of the brand Die Empty comes from that too. I always was curious about where we came from, and I was always curious about where do we go after here. Gotcha. I remember being 6, from 6 having visions and trying to like visually see like how does that all of that happen. Like that's how I was. So just seeking God. I learned that like you got to seek him. That's one of the most important things. So you have your own relationships. So shout out Snyder. He was the one that told me that in high school. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I remember that conversation.
That's another student or?
No, Billy Snyder.
He's the athletic director now.
Oh, okay.
But back when Ross was there, he was a teacher.
Yeah, he was a teacher there.
And
that was a
soccer coach.
Yeah, another legend, man.
So I have a quick question for you about that. So you're in that 30...
Yeah, I'm 33.
Okay, so I said 32, 33 age bracket. So my question for you is this. A lot of people in your age bracket kind of, I think maybe more now than probably our generation, but is it hard, difficult to be spiritual around your friends? Like, is it difficult to be? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, it's because for me, I have an excellent walk with Christ, but people don't know it. Yeah. And because I feel like they don't have to, because that's my walk. Like, it's my relationship, right? Yeah. So, but I know sometimes in your age bracket, because right now it seems like your age bracket, a lot of people are dabbling in Islam.
Yes.
A lot of people dabbling into Christ and church, regular, traditional Christianity. Yep. A lot of people are non-denominational. Yep. So it's a lot. But I know for your age bracket, for you to say, like, I love the Lord and the Lord is who I follow. Yeah. It's a little challenging.
Yeah. It comes with challenges, especially with like, I don't know. It just comes with like conversation. Right. I think so. It just comes with conversation. And so I wouldn't say challenges, but it just comes with, it brings more conversation. And I always try to, obviously, it's going to be healthy. Mm-hmm. Like, if I'm having a conversation, I'm never attacking anyone. Mm-hmm. I'm always just trying to learn. Like, my bet is crazy. Some of my best spiritual conversations is with my friend, and he follows Islam. Actually, James Kenner.
Yeah.
James.
Kenner.
But so it just, and I've learned so much.
Right.
Mm-hmm. When me and him sit down and talk, because we're not attacking each other.
Right.
I'm not. I'm not trying to convert him, quote unquote. I'm sharing my truth and what I know, and he's doing the same. And we're amazed. We're like, wow, really? Like, this is,
because it's a lot of similarities.
But people don't realize. People don't know, which is, and that needs to be put out there. Like, it's a lot of similarities. So, and just understanding where they're at, and of course, you can have that conversation, but. Yeah, man. So I just really try to understand people and just share my testimony, and wherever you fall with that after that. Right, but people, like, most of my friends are believers, and then a good amount of them aren't. But that's why it's up to me to just walk my walk, be bold as well, and then they can see it. It's only so much I can do.
And it's exactly, if you're doing the work and you put in the work, people to see who you are and what it means,
just showing them what.
And I will say this too.
God's done for me.
Because, just knowing him as long as I've known him, he's never a follower. You know what I'm saying? He's one of those kids that I'm not just going to be acting stupid. Acting stupid. Yeah, I'll be over here. When y'all get done, I'll be over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's never been really a leader.
When I have workshops,
a follower.
When I have workshops for the young people, I tell them all the time, it's easy to do wrong. Right. It's hard to do right. Because systematically, a lot of people is doing wrong. So that becomes the norm. Right. But doing right and living right is the hard part. And if you can get through that day with doing what's right and being the best version of you, you've done something, right? But it's easy to do wrong because majority of the society is doing wrong.
Absolutely. That's so easy, right?
That's definitely
a layup to do that.
So we got a lot going on.
You know what I'm saying?
Photography, clothing brand, fatherhood, you know what I'm saying? Media,
production,
everything.
Supervisor. I don't know, what's your title? Media? What's your title?
Creative director.
Oh, creative director. I'm sorry, creative director. I'm like media. I just made something up. Listen, I made up a title for a media director.
I'm going to take that too. I'm a media director too. Yeah.
That's what's up. Yep. So what are we thinking about in the future? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I know you got something going on, or you got some thoughts. I'm pretty sure of that.
Yeah, I mean, overall, mainly just really just getting better at the things I'm doing. Okay. Right. So just expanding in the media spaces. Becoming a better lensman and editor and all these things. And then even the clothing brand, just expanding that as well. Okay. Right. I'm in the process of like getting the team together. Okay. Payroll kind of things expanded. So, just making it more of an official business, right? So really those, just getting better in those areas, and then a lot more speaking. So that's something I've always been passionate about and called to do. So just a lot more speaking and pushing myself out there in that space.
Yeah, that's why I forgot you do be having the motivational type videos from time to time. You know what I'm saying? I'll be checking them out. You know what I mean? That's what's up. What is something, before we get out of here and wrap this up? What is something? Because I got students and my players and some of that young demographic that watches the show as well. You know what I'm saying? Our viewers, we 8 to 80. Yeah, which is fine. You know what I'm saying?
I love
80,
that.
you know what I mean?
Which is fine.
So you're a little younger than us. You know what I'm saying? What's something that you could just say to them if they are looking to get into the things that you're involved in with the, working for themselves, entrepreneurship,
Absolutely.
that hustle, that grind. What's just a gem you could just drop on them real quick?
For sure. Man, to do what find out what comes easy to you and harder to others.
Okay.
And that's your gift.
Gotcha.
Right. And so once you figure out what your gift is, that's going to pull you to your purpose, and then you can get to where exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Right. So that'll save so much for them, and you're not wasting any time doing something you don't love, you don't enjoy. That's part of like die empty. Like you have people that are successful, but they hate what they do.
Gotcha.
Right. Like they might have a great job. Let's say they became a doctor because that's what their parents wanted them to do, and that's what looked great on paper, and that's what. But they're not happy. They're depressed. They're sad. They really want to be an artist, or they really want to, So just follow your heart and just be courageous in doing it.
Hey, you heard it. You know what I'm saying? You heard it. You heard it here first. You know what I mean? That's what's up, man. Well, Ross, man, we definitely appreciate you coming through. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but continued success.
Thank
you know what I'm
so
saying?
much.
And I already know you. I already see the hustle, so you're gonna be fine. You know what I'm saying?
Thank
You're definitely gonna be fine, man.
For sure.
And when you
listen, I know you're kind of important, but when I send out my friend request, don't act like you did.
Cut it out.
You know what I'm saying?
Cut it
out. Sitting in the people you may know space or something, whatever that.
Not at all. Nah, not at all.
Request on pause.
You sent it yet? You ain't sent it.
No, I ain't sent it yet. But it's coming.
Cousin Tracy, you ain't pop up on my phone. Yeah, for sure. No, man, I'm here for y'all, man. Whatever y'all ever need.
No, that's absolutely. What's up. You will definitely be back.
Oh, for sure.
We'll definitely be back. We like for our guests that are doing great things.
We like to do follow-ups.
We like to do follow-ups and updates and stuff like
Absolutely.
that. So
I'll be back in soon time whenever you feel like it's needed.
Because a lot of times with you guys, and probably you because you got all these titles, 6 months from now you'll be doing something different.
Right.
Something different you can come talk about.
No, it's definitely gonna be new work to talk about. So, and before we get out of here too, man, I just want to say I thank you both. Thank you for having me. I love it down here. I love the energy, the ambiance y'all got. But you specifically, Coach, like thank you, bro. I love you, man, and I'm proud of you too, man. Just for real, man. I'm proud of you, man. Like you, I'm grateful. You was like you was a staple for us growing up. You feel me? So I don't know if many of us tell you that. Like I didn't have that. I didn't have no black male in the home. You feel me? So seeing you carry it, be a leader, be a coach, you feel me? We watched all that, man. You hop in the Benz, be like, yo, you really cool. Like all of those things matter. You know what I'm saying? Because it's how somebody carries himself, and you gave us someone we could look and be like, all right, I kind of want to be like that when I grow up. You know what I mean? So it's like he's still himself. I ain't see no black teachers going like what?
Yeah,
like
wasn't many there.
A black male that's a teacher coaching 3-4 sports. Like, how many teams is he gonna coach? Football, baseball, and basketball. So wanted to give you your flowers, man, on your show.
That.
For real, you're a legend,
that.
and I got a big mantra that I'm big on. I'll probably roll it out whenever I get to it, but just living legends, you feel me? Like everybody, like why we gotta wait till somebody pass for them to be like, yo, he was a you're a living legend, man. So we thank you. I wanted to give you that, yes sir.
I ain't gonna cry. You know I'll be emotional. Cuz
I'm gonna cry.
You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate that though.
Sure. Yeah,
I definitely appreciate that.
Oh my God.
That's what's up.
Oh,
well, once again, Ross, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying? We are now, I like to give my baseball team updates. Amen. We had a tournament Saturday, this past Saturday, yesterday, we tape on, they know we tape on Sundays, but Saturday passed. Just a little tournament out Pittman.
Okay.
We won our first game to get to the championship game. We fell in the championship game. Right. But a record, we're 6-4 now. You know what I'm saying? We're moving up.
Look at you over the hump.
We're starting to move up into that those playoff seedings. So just got to keep grinding. We got 3 this week coming up. So, you know what I'm saying? I think we're going to be all right. So shouts out to them guys. They played well yesterday. Even in the loss, we played pretty good. I had a couple errors that kind of killed us. But it was overall, it was a nice 2-game set that took place. You know what I'm saying? So, again, shouts out to my man Kurt. You know what I'm saying? If y'all need these, we'll put the information up. Got the Bluetooth speaker at the bottom, so you can sip whatever you're sipping and listen to your favorite songs as well.
Yeah, I'm ordering one ASAP.
Custom, whatever you want on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So we'll get you that information as well.
That's fine.
What you got, cuz?
So I'm going to keep saying it until it actually happens. We have our 3rd annual Mental Health Wellness Weekend coming up. May 30th is Family Fun Skate Night with mental health resources that will be there provided for families. We'll have a adult mixer on Friday the 31st. And our 3rd annual Mental Health Fun Day is June 1st at Women Park. We have food, entertainment, vendors with mental health resources, the police department with the game truck, Derek Galashaw with the game truck, free haircuts. I did say free food, bouncy houses, moon bounces, all that type, face painters.
It's definitely a good time.
Art collectives will be there to teach young people how to use art as a therapeutic for mental stress and anxiety and depression. So we'll have all of that on June 1st, and then June 2nd is our mental health brunch we have, and our panel usually consists of Black male therapists, nurse practitioners, psychologists, psychiatrists. It gives a nice vibe.
Yeah,
so we can
it's a
talk
good time,
about mental health as it pertains to our Black and brown community, and especially our men, and how to, navigate through that. Absolutely. So that's coming up from the 30th.
And it's good food too.
Yeah.
Food was banging.
It's coming up. It's coming up May 30th to June 2nd. It's a whole every day is some type of and entertainment or activity from the 30th to the 2nd. We'll start posting the flyers every time we tape and on all our social medias. But I'm going to finish off by saying something that resonates with what the young man was saying to me. If you guys learn your why, your purpose becomes easy. So once you learn your why, it's easy to walk in your purpose. So just figure out what your why is.
Amen.
I had to drop the horn on that one, you know what I'm saying? So, Cousin Tracy, thank you as always, you know what I'm saying? I love you, and there is no, this situation, there is no BYRDCAGE without my cuz over here, my Cousin Tracy. So thank you for being a part of my journey, you know what I'm saying? Our journey, you know what I'm saying? However you want to look at it, you know what I'm saying? We're going to do this thing together. We're going to rock out till the wheels fall off, you know what I'm saying? Ross wants, before we get out of here, I'm sorry. Let them know where they can find you at, social media wise.
Oh yeah. So Rich Fit Media on all social platforms. So RICHFITMEDIA on all social platforms. Follow me, reach out to me.
Yeah, facts.
However I could be a service to anybody.
He got a lot of services.
And I'll let y'all know next week if he had me sitting in the
sitting in the waiting area,
waiting to be request received.
Nah, man.
That's what's up.
That's
what's up. Appreciate you, bro.
Yes,
you know
sir.
what I'm saying? Well, cuz that's episode 100 and that's episode 123.
It's crazy.
1, 2, 3.
That's consistency. That's consistency.
123 of these things. I was thinking about that when I was getting the stuff together and everything. I'm like, we had 123. I remember one.
That's heavy.
And I think we've came a long way too.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I think we get better and better as we do. It's just being like you said, like with the camera situation. I took some pictures. Like I could do this. Just keep taking them until
and next thing you know,
and here we are. You know what I'm saying? And here we are.
He love it, so it don't feel like work.
He done got so hooked on it. Christmas, he just give me gifts.
Yeah, just give me gift cards so I can buy mics.
Look at the headphones. Look at the headphones.
Oh yeah. The little custom.
I'm waiting on mine.
Oh yes, they're coming. They're coming. They're coming. I gotta get you right.
Yeah.
It's real.
Yeah, he got custom headphones, custom mugs.
Hey man, listen.
It's a beautiful
I said we gonna do it. Might as well do it right.
Yeah.
Hold on.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't see the mat.
Oh yeah, we got the match. We got the light, little BYRDCAGE light.
The BYRDCAGE in the building.
Yeah, that's hard.
We a brand.
We a brand. Yeah, we are a brand.
real.
Merchandise. Yeah, y'all can get the merch.
Yeah, that's hard.
Sweatshirts, tees, whatever you need. Just let me know. I got you. Just reach out to Cousin Tracy's DM.
Yeah, that's tough.
She
said, all right.
No.
Yeah, you can. You can reach out to me.
You know what I'm saying?
You can reach out to me because I'm only going to send it to him.
True. So it'll still get to me, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, love it, you know what I'm saying? So episode 123 is in the books. Once again, I am Sechuayo, a.k.a. Coach Bird. I'm the host of the BYRDCAGE Show, and we'll talk to you soon. Yes, Yes, sir.
It was a stone groove, my man.